I am just off of the Mabura Road here in Region 10, just on the outskirts of Linden, and I'm checking on yet another housing project that is being started in this area here. A huge piece of land is being cleared at the back here. The municipality in Linden doesn't know what's happening here. The regional Democratic Council is not so clear, but of course we're doing the work of members of parliament to scrutinize, to hold authority accountable, and this is what part of it is doing, just checking out the work that is happening here. It's not a large workforce here, but still we got a few people and we're checking to see precisely what is happening at the back this way. It is good to be in Region 10 again, and as I said, we're underground here having a look around. Well, let me skip the niceties. Now clearly this is the preparation that's being done for this housing project at the back here. There's no water infrastructure, no drainage, no electricity infrastructure here in this area that I'm going to show you. But it is being cleared. Now, you don't get timely updates, you don't get timely reports on these housing projects. The most you might hear about it is when the authorities want to do some PR in it for whatever purpose there, but there's no periodic updating on these projects. And there are quite a few of them happening, and I dare say quite a few of them that are happening not up to standard. And I'm going to pan around a little bit and give you guys a sense of where we are. As I said, it is on the Mabura Road. It's just on the outskirts of Linden. We've just left like the Bay Rock Stadium, and you drive a little further up and then you come into this area here. Seems we have a family checking out things on this side as well. Not much to see in terms of infrastructure, save and except a wide open space at the back this side, and we just wanted to come have a look at it. As I said, this is the work that we do. This is the groundwork that we'll do. I'm knocking nobody who wants to stay on social media and do their scrutiny. I'm knocking nobody like that. You know, I love me some social media too. But at the heart of it, this is what it is. It is getting on the ground and seeing what is happening now. Sadly, we're one of the countries where there is no budget for the opposition, save and except to the opposition leader's office. For instance, gets a very small, very minuscule budget in comparison to the larger government budget. But that is not for projects. That's the point I want to make. That is basically for administrative, so a small staff, a researcher, a cleaner for an office, things like that. And so this is what we have to do, because of course the whole thing here is about holding government accountable. And I'm going to just go a little way further because I want you to see some of the layout for the road that I think is happening here. Like I said, not a lot of equipment on this land, but there is a couple of them. I can see a couple of them active. That being said, we have to keep looking. We have to see that things are going according to plan. And more than that, as members of parliament, we, especially as we come into this budget period, things that are to the benefit of our Guyanese brothers and sisters, we are going to agree. So we agree in large measure on different aspects of this budget that are going to benefit you, the people out there. And when we do that, like agreeing to appropriations for projects like these that are supposed to house Guyanese, not house friends, family, and favorites, but lift the living standard of Guyanese. We want it when we agree to those sums of money that they are spent correctly. That is the aim, that those monies are spent correctly. We don't just want come when it's budget time, you approve and you're gone home. But throughout the 5-year period, we continue to hold the authority accountable, the authorities. We hold them accountable as Guyanese. And I always say, those persons who vote for the administration, they have an even greater, I think, mandate to hold those you have voted for to account. You have an even greater responsibility. But we're going to continue to do the work. As I said, in the distance I can see an excavator active. I did see one in the other direction as well. And this is some of what I'm seeing behind me here. As I said, just off the Mabura Road, you just leave the Bay Rock Stadium in Linden and you drive less than 5 minutes up, 5-10 minutes up. On the right hand side, there is this project that is happening here. And we will continue to do this. This is the work, the real work of a member of parliament. As I said, I love to stay on social media because I love to be on social media because it amplifies. It has that value of amplifying what you see. Because we want to work smarter, not harder. We want you, the constituents, to see what we're doing. And you know, oftentimes than not, we're locked out of the state media. As the European Union Observation Mission told us quite recently, what we knew. And also the Commonwealth Observer Mission, the uneven playing field, the capture of state resources to the detriment of the Guyanese people. Because if you don't have all the information, then you can't make the correct decisions that are necessary. And so we're just taking a look here, folks, so that you have that information. You have that information. And it's your democratic right to that information. I want to thank you guys for joining us again. Just off the Mabura Road here in Region 10, just on the outskirts of Linden, and checking in on things here, this new housing project. Like I said, there isn't any infrastructure that's gone down here as yet that could receive persons coming here to live. No allocations. Sorry, there might have been allocations, but no services, water, light, drainage, and that kind of stuff. This is just proprietary work one can see going down here. And that's going to do it for us at this end. Till we see you guys again soon. Take care.